say the hardest part is getting up here. I don't think I'm very good at reading people, but I'm not sure. So I guess I'm one of those people. It all started because I got some unexpected sass from my doctor. I was in the waiting room and there was a poster up on the wall. It said, "Please be patient." Thought, well, I'm not qualified to be doctor, so I guess I'll have to. It went on to say, "We'll be with you as soon as possible, but waiting times can take up to 30 minutes. I thought, well, that's a pain in the arse I could do without. And the waiting times are up to 30 minutes. An hour and 10 minutes passes, and a doctor finally appears. I said, "What the hell took you so long?" He said, "Calm down. If you're going to be impatient, we'll have to ask you to leave." I said, "That's the opposite of what an impatient does, you fucking idiot." He said, "You've actually been waiting under the amount of time of most patients." Now I pointed to the poster. I said, "That says up to 30 minutes. I've waited over double that. How the hell do you reckon that is under waiting times?" I haven't underwaited, I've overweighted. He said, "I can see that." And he looked really smug about it as well, like he wanted to prescribe me a burn cream just so he could rub it in. Which is what you're meant to do with those, but still. I had a weird moment recently where all of my closest friends of 20 years unanimously agreed that I should live on a boat. And I often wonder what people think when they look at me, and apparently all this time it's been, "There's a man whose lifestyle cannot be far from a river." Not flamboyant, but certainly buoyant. And I don't see it. I don't know what about me screams boatman. Admittedly, normally when I say that, I'm not wearing a large festive river-based mammal. But apart from that, I don't see what it is. I doubt it's my physicality, because when you're 6'2" and already on the way to a hunchback, you don't generally think, you know what I need more of in my life? Stooping. A bit more of that every day in and out of the front door. Oh, mind your head on the entire house. Perhaps my friends have just decided that my chances at dating could not be more narrow than a narrow boat. But I'm not convinced by that either, because if someone invites you back to their place and you turn up to a mooring... Won't be a minute. At best, that dampens the mood. At worst, it drowns it. Ultimately, I don't want the reason women get wet around me to be because they fell off my doorstep. But my friends are convinced that this is my life's calling. I keep saying to them, I feel like you get way more insect bites living by the river, and they're already Googling what Rosie and Jim pay in council tax. I did eventually realise what is happening. That all of this is coming from my so-called normal friends. You know, they have stable children, jobs to feed and well-paying marriages. Whereas I have none of that, and so they've decided that now I'm the experiment friend. Oh, Steve's life's going nowhere. Let's peer pressure him into trying weird shit for our amusement. Yeah, Steve, these days employers are actually really chill about face tattoos. No, Steve, I think at heart you've always been a gimp suit kind of guy. Yeah, Steve, people join and leave Scientology all the time with no issues whatsoever. So anyway, I bought a barge. Semi-detached. One upside is that whenever anybody asks me how I'm doing, my answer is the same. Oh, you know, just trying to stay afloat. Thank you.